What's good with you guys? In this video, we're definitely gonna take it back a little bit. It's kind of a similar style to what I used to do, but like with all the new tips and stuff like that. So yeah, I've not had to deal with beat block for like 2 years, I think. Started diversifying my workflow. So whenever I feel in a certain way or in a certain mood, I approach music a different way. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing I started with was this pad. Alright, and I will go ahead and say I do have a halftime on the master. I'll go over that later. Put your settings exactly like this right here and set the band just this right here. So that way it only affects the top end. And yeah, this is before. And this is after. It just sounds a little bit more full. Going into this, I just want to let you guys know that I do have halftime on the master. And I also have a halftime on that pad too. This is what it sounded like without any effects. So all I did was pitch it up and I threw on a halftime and a guitar rig 6. This thing right here is my like go-to, making stuff sound more ambient. These are older days preset. Just like that. The pack that I'm using today, Kavi sent over to me. Elements of Trap Production Suite, insane amount of stuff in it. First off, I started with a synth wobble preset, Sounds of Trap one-shot kit. And then the MIDI for this, I actually also found in this kit. It was the Aggressive Trap MIDI 163. It was in the Trap Cheat Codes MIDI pack. I'll show you guys all this stuff later, but it was one of these. A good tip for you guys to do is actually keep the halftime and all the effects applied while you build the pattern. You want to use lots of half notes. So that's an octave right there. Copy that over. And then for the last one, we're gonna move that down to an A sharp. And just kind of extend all these notes a little bit. And then let's pitch these bottom notes down. Let's also pitch this A down. Gonna kind of spread stuff out just a little bit. Extend these notes some. That's gonna be our bass right there. Let me put my original pattern back, copy it, Control C onto another sound, Control V, just like that. We're gonna pitch it down. This is the smeared ARP from the Sounds of Trap drum kit. Put them together. Alright, so once I got that somewhere there, I just want to add like a bass. This is a Tsunami bass, also from the Sounds of Trap one-shot kit. Alright, and this is with effects. I know that is a really weird effect, but it actually kind of worked. You don't want to mix your melody down just one sound at a time. It doesn't matter how it sounds soloed, you want it to sound good together. All right, use a Magma Bubbles preset from Thermal, and then just an EQ to really dip those frequencies out. So this is before the EQ. This is after. You see how the bass matches the melody? The melody is really wavy and the bass is also really wavy. So it sounds a little weird soloed, but it works in the track. Now that I have the main melody down, right, this is what I really do for beat block. Often people get stuck right here. You know, they don't know where to go with it. They don't know what to add. You don't need any music theory for this really. Instantly start reaching for accents. Accents and phrases. It's going to save you every single time, man. Sounds of Trap one-shot kit, accents and textures. Found the synth run right here. It's a real synth. Literally drag and drop it on, no effects. And then I threw this one on. That's accent 4. And then I found this one other accent. Fade it out just a little bit. Cool things you can do with accents. You can reverse them. Find something like this. Reverse it. You got a really cool tension builder. Just like that. All right, let's cut that tail off. Honestly, just do this right here. Unreverse this half. Just like that, that's how I use accents. Next, I added this ukulele phrase right here. Literally, I just chopped it up. It sounds like this originally. And that was a trap ukulele phrase too. This kit has got tons and tons of phrases. Like I said, I'll go over those later, but I found this phrase and I just wanted constant tempo. It's just this one part repeated right here. I always want to have something added tempo. Pitch it down 12 semitones. It originally sounded like this. Pitch it down. Now we got this. Alright, next we got this flute. This is also in the flute phrases section of the kit. In the Elements of Trap production suite, it's got an entire phrase kit in here. It's got bell phrases, ethnic phrases, guitar, piano, synth, trumpet, and violin. I'll go over those in just a second. I just found this flute phrase right here. And what I did was I chopped it up, so it sounded like this originally. Alright, let me show you how I built that. The key to a perfect flute is always your mixer chain, man. Guitar rig 6, this one first, alright? Matched box, and then granular joy. Matchbox filters it, granular joy spreads it out and makes it sound nice and smooth. This is matchbox. Alright, this is with granular joy. Just add on an EQ, reverb, and then a shaper box just to pan it. And the only other thing I did was just add a few EQs just to really clean up the sound a little bit. This kit is absolutely full of everything you're ever gonna need to beat beat block and make insane music 24/7. For one, it's got samples. That's one way to beat block. Phrase kit, this is my favorite part. Bell phrases. Those are real bell phrases. Flute phrases, ethnic phrases. Piano, synth, trumpet, right, then we got the 𝕊𝕆 drum kit. In the next half of this video, vocal loops.
100 racks on me, finna cash out. Ooh, when it's all said and done, did you get
like trap choir stuff.
Unless my diamonds are with me. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah.
fucked up? Yeah, fucked up. Man, you got me fucked up. Tech on my hip, bitch, you know that we don't play around. Tech on my hip.
Free so bitch don't fuck with me. Got my Glock hanging.
Stuff like that. The Sounds of Trap drum kit, which we just went over. And of course, we got the MIDI pack, tons of MIDIs here, everything you're ever gonna need. And then it's got a beat making course. Everything you're gonna need to know how to make insane beats are the Soul course. Next, I found these accents right here in the soundscape sections, the melodic soundscapes. Copied it over, and then I found this one more hit right here. It's also the soundscape. sample in, threw over the 808 from the 𝕃𝕊𝔹𝕆 drum kit. All of the sounds here were from the 𝕃𝕊𝔹𝕆 drum kit from the Elements of Trap production suite. When you copy over this pattern right here, pitch one of these up, it could be this one too, and then I add like a roll at the very end. I did add a thermal to that. This is before the thermal, after. I wanted it to be super distorted. All right, next I add this open hat. That's the Arshi open hat. Some hella crazy 808s in here. Pitched it down a little bit. Next I added a hi-hat. This was the high-end hi-hat. Yeah, I love doing low-end stuff like here. Stacking hi-hats like this is a really good idea. I did use a drum MIDI on that. Hi-hat MIDIs here. I do believe it was hi-hat MIDI 5. I just kind of modified it from there. All right, for effects, obviously you can hear I have effectrix on it. I had movement, delay, and reverb and stuff before. Then I had an effectrix, add a little reverb at the end, and some reverses. Perk right here, the nuts hang perk, crazy, bro. Rim at the very end. And this snare right here is a twizzy snare. I actually did process that snare some. Added a fresh air right here. Parametric EQ because I wanted it to sound really snappy and have less body. DS10 drum shaper to make it really pop. And then to lessen some of the harshness. Before, after. I want it to sound really high end and kind of crispy, a little bit harsh, all on purpose. All right, and then I added this clap, and I layered it with this clap. Timeout and 𝕃𝕊𝔹𝕆. And then I add these two perk loops right here. Perk loops are honestly like my cheat code. Really fills up a track, makes it sound way more like advanced than it actually is. Got this from perk loop section. And then I just added this riser. Custom riser I made. I've gone over this in the past couple videos. If you still don't know how to make this, really easy. Just put a reverb on your master, copy these settings right here. You're gonna want to record that reverb. Set it to on input. You're gonna spam these buttons. Pause, drag it out, and reverse it. All you gotta do is cut off this part right here. So yeah, I hope you guys got something from the video. Make sure to check out the Elements of Trap production suite, 650 live instrument phrases, instrument sounds, 150 plus hard trap loops, over 70 analog lab presets vocals, and of course, all made by Kavi, who's worked with 21 Savage, Future, Key Glock, many more. The whole kit was constructed with Grammy nominated session musicians and vocalists. Now, this kit is kind of expensive, but I've got a discount code for 50% off, TRI50, try 50. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Till next time.